that you started your legal journey at Campus Law Center, Delhi University. So, what inspired you to choose law as a profession at that time?
To be very candid, like many in my generation, I didn't grow up dreaming of becoming a lawyer, but I was a commerce student at Delhi University only. So always interested in business, economy, policy, people, logic, and so on and so forth. So and India was opening up its economy in 1991. So I thought it would be a good career to build upon, where you see yourself as an intersection of all these aspects. I think medical, legal, and engineering were the most sought after professions at that time. And I was no good for the other two. I think that played a big role in my choosing a legal career.
That's so inspiring, sir. And also that at that time there were no such technologies, and there were no so many technologies which we have now. So what were
Yes.
the some key challenges you faced in your life to matlab in early years of your study?
Well, early years were very, very tough. If you talk of 35 years back, there was no internet, there was no Facebook, no LinkedIn, no law firms culture, no packages, no CTC. And most importantly, because of not much of technical support, very limited access to good mentors or resources. So we had to queue up in the heat before government offices to make all filings, to seek approval, prior approval, even for receiving a single dollar investment from anywhere. So that was a very big challenge. Plus, lack of structured guidance. You all were supposed to learn on the job. There was not as much system of internships those days. So mistakes you would, teach you trial and error, as we say. There were no detailed handbooks how to draft, review, negotiate. Just paper files, real deadlines, and I tell you, real scolding, real consequences.
So also I get to know, sir, that you have been selected for that scholarship also. So while being selected for the prestigious scholarship must have been a turning point for your life, of course, because there were no such technologies that time, and that of course helped you a lot. So how did that global exposure shape your outlook and career?
You are very correct in the sense that being selected for the Chevening Scholarship by the government, UK government, was a major turning point in my career. In fact, not only in my career, but in how I viewed the world and the legal profession per se. Limited period that I spent in the UK exposed me to completely different legal ecosystem and the professional practice. The ecosystem that valued professionalism, precision, clarity, a culture of mutual respect among professionals, like everyone would call each other by first name, irrespective of its, the person's place in the hierarchy, from the managing partner till the cleaner. Everybody would call each other by their first name, no matter their background, no matter their age, no matter their years of experience, no matter their position in a particular organization. It also sort of taught me to think beyond the letter of the law, the conventional, just reading the law and interpreting it and applying it. The context, the strategy, the how and why behind everything that we do in the profession, not just the what, that this is the law, you have to abide by this. No, there has to be a logic behind it. Why is it so? And how do we interpret it for the benefit of our clients. So interacting with the academics, lawyers, and other professionals from different countries during my stay in UK made me realize how interconnected legal systems will be reality in a globalized world very soon. And how important was it for Indian legal professionals to be internationally aware, relevant, and more professional in their approach. So the Chevening experience did not give me a degree only. It gave me an altogether new perspective. So I carried out my learnings, I carried them back to India and tried to apply them as much as possible in every deal, every negotiation, every writing, every teaching since then. No looking back.
Very great, so very great. That is very inspiring for every student out there of management and law also. Of course, while studying in DU, have you ever envisioned yourself for becoming the managing power of your own law firm?
Not at all. Not in my dreams. When I was studying at Delhi University, first for my pursuing BCom honors and then for my 3-year LLB, there was no 5-year courses except at Bangalore National Law School at that time. So the idea of becoming a managing partner, having a firm of my own, it may not have even crossed my mind. At that time, I belong to a middle class family. Focus was only to learn the basics, pass exams, and hopefully land up with a decent job. So it having one's own law firm seemed like something only the real bold people did. People with good legal background, good financial background. But as the experience went by, experiences taught me what kind of work I truly enjoyed, the kind of people I enjoyed working with, the values that I wanted to build my practice around, having made a good network with global professionals within India, outside India, and so on. So, how to mobilize that network to leverage the advantages thereof, how to provide good, timely, economical services to clients without charging them a fortune. All these, one thing leads to another. And what started as a solo leap in this profession, wherein 2 million practitioners are there, into something bigger of my own with a team and with a vision. So it wasn't a plan. It is an outcome of consistent work, discipline, learning from failures, and a desire to do things differently. I think that's a comforting thought. You don't need to have everything figured out at any point of time. Start with what you have, where you are, and so on. Just show up, do good work, and stay open to the journey.